In this video, class 12, we are going to look at galvanometers, and we also are going to see how to convert a galvanometer into an ammeter and also how to convert galvanometer into a voltmeter. Now we know that galvanometer is an instrument that detects current, or you can also say it is an instrument which measures very small values of current. And what is an ammeter? Ammeter is an instrument which is used to measure high value of current, or let me say an appreciable amount of current, which is more than what of course a galvanometer can measure. But do remember, ammeters are supposed to have very small value of resistance. Keep that thing in mind. Now let us consider that Ig is a small value of current which produces maximum or full scale deflection in a galvanometer. So to say, it is the maximum value of current which a galvanometer can measure. But it's a very small value of current, don't forget that. And now what we want to do is, we want the galvanometer to measure a high value of current which is equal to I. So to say, we want the galvanometer to function as an ammeter. And let us also suppose that capital G is the resistance of the galvanometer. Now under normal circumstances, if we pass this high value of current I through a galvanometer, then this galvanometer obviously is going to get damaged. Now to see how a galvanometer can measure a high value of current I, or in other words, to convert a galvanometer to an ammeter, what we need to do is, we need to connect a very small value of resistance S, which is called a shunt, in parallel, as you can see, to the galvanometer. Now what this shunt does is, since it has a very low resistance also compared to the galvanometer, therefore maximum amount of current flows through the shunt and only a small amount of current flows to the galvanometer. So we need to choose the shunt or the value of the small resistance in such a way that a max of Ig amount of current flows through the galvanometer. Because remember, the galvanometer cannot withstand a higher value of current, higher than Ig. If a higher value of current flows through the galvanometer, it gets damaged, don't forget. So if you ask me, what should be the value of the shunt that is to be connected in parallel to the galvanometer, then the answer is that the value of the shunt depends on the value of the current I that is to be measured. Or so to say, the value of the shunt depends on the range of the ammeter. So remember, the combination of the galvanometer and the shunt is what acts as the ammeter now. So I have made this box over here. So this box represents the combination of the galvanometer and the shunt, which is functioning as an ammeter now. Now let us see how we measure the value of the shunt. Since the galvanometer and the shunt, they are connected in parallel, therefore the potential difference across the galvanometer should be equal to the potential difference across the shunt. Now the potential difference across the galvanometer is Ig into G, and the potential difference across the shunt is I minus Ig into the resistance of the shunt itself, which is S. So from here we can see the resistance of the shunt S is equal to Ig divided by I minus Ig into the resistance of the galvanometer. So to say, by connecting a shunt having resistance S in parallel to the galvanometer is converted to an ammeter having range 0 amperes to I amperes. Let us give a look at this example now. It says a galvanometer with a coil of resistance 100 ohms and a scale having 100 divisions has current sensitivity of 25 microamperes per division. How will you convert it into an ammeter of range 0 to 5 amperes? So the resistance G of the galvanometer is 100 ohms, and the question says that the galvanometer has a current sensitivity of 25 microamperes per division. Now what is this current sensitivity? Current sensitivity is the least value of current which the galvanometer can measure. You can make out from here that every division of the galvanometer measures 25 microamperes of current. Therefore, this current sensitivity, so to say, is the least count of the galvanometer. Now, since the galvanometer has 100 divisions, therefore, the maximum current which the galvanometer can measure, that is the value of Ig for the galvanometer, is equal to 25 microamperes into 100, which is equal to 25 into 10 to the power minus 4 amperes. Now we've got to know that Ig is 25 × 10⁻⁴ amperes. The value of the current I, which we want the ammeter to measure, is 5 amperes, because the range of the ammeter has to be 0 to 5 amperes. And G we already know is 100 ohms. Therefore, the value of the shunt is given by this equation. Substitute the values, work out the mathematics, and you will see that the value of the shunt will come out to be 0.05 ohms. Therefore, we conclude that to convert the galvanometer to an ammeter of range 0 to 5 amperes, a shunt of resistance 0.05 ohms should be connected to it. Let us now see how a galvanometer is converted to a voltmeter. But before that, do remember, ideally, a voltmeter is supposed to have infinite resistance. And therefore, a galvanometer is converted into a voltmeter by connecting a high value of resistance R in series with the galvanometer, as shown in the picture here. Say we want to measure a maximum of potential difference V, say in between these 2 points A and B. Then we have to connect a high value of resistance R in series with the galvanometer, such that the thing inside this box acts as a voltmeter now. Now again, the value of R depends on the value of the potential difference that is to be measured, and the value of the resistance R chosen will be such that when it is connected in series with the galvanometer, a maximum amount Ig of current flows through the galvanometer, such that the galvanometer shows full-scale deflection. Let us now see how to calculate the value of the resistance R. Since the potential difference between the points A and B should be the same, therefore, the potential difference V should be equal to the potential difference across the voltmeter. So therefore, V is equal to Ig into G plus R, because this is the potential difference across the voltmeter, and thereby we get R is equal to V upon Ig minus G. Therefore, by connecting a resistance R in series with the galvanometer is connected into a voltmeter of range 0 to V volts. So let us look at this question now, wherein we have a galvanometer of resistance 12 ohm and a current of 3 milliamperes produces full-scale deflection in the galvanometer. Now what we need to do is we need to convert this galvanometer to a voltmeter of range 0 to 18 volts. So Ig is 3 milliamperes, which is 3 × 10⁻³ amperes. G is 12 ohms and V is 18 volts. Because the maximum potential we want the voltmeter to measure is 18 volts. So R is V upon Ig minus G. Substitute the values and you'll get R to be equal to 5988 ohms. Therefore, in order to convert the galvanometer to a voltmeter of range 0 to 18 volts, we need to connect a resistance of 5988 ohms in series to the galvanometer.